You can also listen to us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/The Clock Cleaners.
Hello and welcome to the Clock Cleaners podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Keith.
And today we'll be recapping Smackdown from May 9th.
Yes, another taped episode in the UK.
Yes.
I don't know.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of why I said it.
Yeah.
So we start the show off with a video package of Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, they're really trying to make him look like an opponent for Randy Orton.
Well, I mean, they've been doing somewhat of a good job. I mean, he went from complete jobber to...
Very slowly, too.
Yeah.
And it was subtly. That was the funny part.
Yeah. Well, what was it, 4 weeks ago when he was getting his ass kicked by Finn Balor on Raw?
Yeah.
He should have been in the Kurt Hawkins Superstar Factory.
It's true.
Which I meant to go over that on the Raw review.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I told you.
With
Aleister Black, yeah. Apparently he got a run through the the Star Factory.
Yep.
So I went to watch Main Event today, but it wasn't up, so that was disappointing.
Oh,
I was going to be their only watcher, but, you know, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, well, you said that on Main Event it was Aleister Black versus Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm sure that was a great match.
Yeah. I'm just kind of curious to see how they went with his entrance and everything since it's so unique in NXT.
I was going to say, I'm sure the match went, Kurt Hawkins went to attack him, Aleister kicked him in the face, and that was it.
That was it. All right, anyway. So, to actually open the show, Randy Orton came out, which I guess really isn't a huge surprise since hasn't been really focused on Randy Orton recently.
Well, Randy Orton really hasn't been on TV a whole lot.
He wasn't there last week at all, I don't think.
I don't think so.
No.
It doesn't sound like he was.
But yeah.
He's probably recovering from his House of Horrors match.
Yeah, it was scary. I still liked it.
It wasn't terrible, but it was stupid still.
Well, of course it was stupid. That
Yeah.
was the whole point of it.
Yeah, I know. It's just
But speaking of the House of Horrors, he went on to say that he didn't lose the House of Horrors match because of Bray Wyatt or that damn refrigerator, but because Jinder Mahal had to stick his nose in
where it didn't belong.
Yeah, basically. Oh, and the Bollywood boys. They were there too. They were the decoy.
It's true.
They got their asses kicked, and then Jinder came in.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, out comes Jinder with his little friends.
Yeah, it was funny because they were wearing very identical outfits, except for one shirt was like a slightly different shade. It's like one was like light blue,
green and blue.
One of them was light blue, and then one of them was like teal, or it was like a very bluish green, and it was kind of like he was the Cat in the Hat, and he had Thing 1 and Thing 2 with him. That's what I was thinking. It was pretty funny.
That's pretty good, actually. So Jinder comes out and goes over his nonsense about him winning the title at Backlash, and so on and so forth.
It was a very long, drawn-out speech.
Well, he comes out, and I think he said, "I didn't take anything from you," and then he goes, "I didn't steal it from you. I took it from you." And I was like, "What?"
I was having a little trouble paying attention.
Yeah, well, Jinder's voice was all hoarse, and he was kind of lost his accent and everything.
Bit. Yeah.
So, but yeah, he comes out and talks about winning the title, and then shows all of his. He even took promo pictures, which were shown before the opening of SmackDown last week, right?
Yeah.
Which they showed up on the screen.
And then Shane took the belt away from him. It's like, no, bad.
And then Kevin Owens decided to
save
make an
us.
appearance. Yeah, I guess save us would be the right word.
Yeah.
And he basically said that no one cared about Randy Orton, and then no one cared about India. And then the crowd started chanting, and he said, "Don't worry, nobody cares about the United Kingdom either."
Yeah. And that after he defends his title against AJ Styles, he will no longer just be the face of America.
Well, yeah. First, he said that he ended Jericho's career last week, and at Backlash, he's going to end AJ's career.
Yes. And then after he does that, he's going to be going after Randy Orton's title. Yep. And after he beats him, he's going to be the face of the WWE. And then he decided to repeat himself in French.
Oh, yes, that's right. And that's when AJ came out.
Yeah.
And says, his usual spiel about how he created SmackDown Live and everything, and that's
the house that AJ Styles built.
Yeah.
He looks really weird when he does that hand thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, AJ Styles built, and he flips his hair. His soccer mom haircut.
You're just jealous because he has beautiful hair.
It's true, but at the same time, I think it's really funny that John Cena said that he had a soccer mom haircut.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything that John Cena says is gold.
Most things.
He's pretty damn close. He has not done much wrong.
I'm not going to argue with you.
It's true.
Yeah.
You can't argue with
it. I mean, I could, but I just don't want to. I mean, that's a lie, too, because I always like to argue with you.
It's true.
But, you know.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, basically, AJ says that Owens will never be the face of SmackDown Live, which I don't even think Owens even said he was going to be the face of SmackDown Live.
That's true. I don't think he really cares. I think he's got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, that's for sure. Not just America. The whole world.
Yeah.
And then Corbin comes out, which I don't even think he was able to say anything.
No, he started saying something. He said a few words, and then he got attacked by Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he got blindsided by Sami.
And then all hell broke loose. Hey, you wrote that.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't even read it. I just said it. Everyone started fighting, and it ended up being the heels on the outside of the ring and the faces on the inside of the ring.
So weird just to see the 3 heels and 3 faces next to each other.
Yeah, this is
it's just
an interesting pairing.
Different because they kind of flipped the light switch on AJ and he went from heel to face just like that.
Without
after shaking Shane's hand.
Yeah,
that was it.
No real transition.
No. Which is fine because AJ really never felt like a heel.
Well, it's because everyone chants AJ Styles whenever he's on the out on the stage. So it really doesn't matter. They're going to cheer for him regardless.
Because he's a good wrestler.
It's true. And he's pretty good on the mic.
Yeah.
Actually, tonight was a pretty good example of the fact that now that The Miz is gone, there's only like 2 people on SmackDown that actually have...
And John Cena.
Yeah. There's only 2 people on SmackDown that actually have mic skills.
Yeah.
And it's him, AJ, and Owens. It's really it.
Yeah.
Well, none of the women are very good.
No. I mean, Charlotte is, but she's in this weird...
Yeah, she's in a weird spot right now.
We'll get to that.
Orton's okay, but
he doesn't really get much mic time anymore.
Yeah, that and the fact that when he speaks slowly anyway. Yeah. So there's no real...
He's getting up there. 37.
It's true. He's an old man.
Yeah.
But, and everybody else is kind of just bleh.
All right, so I got a stupid question. I just kind of popped into my mind.
Sure.
What the hell's John Cena going to do when he comes back?
He's going to beat everybody.
All right, we saw him and Orton beaten into the ground, beaten to a bloody pulp. We've seen him and AJ. We've seen him and Owens. What are we going to get, Cena and Jinder?
No.
Jinder's not even going to be around. Maybe Corbin.
Maybe. I don't know. I would imagine that they're going to put him next year at WrestleMania in a big
Andre the Giant Memorial.
No, a big WWE Championship match.
Well, yeah, because that'll be his 16th.
It'll be his 17th.
17th. You're right.
It will be his record-breaking match. Yes. The question is, who is the best opponent for him to face? And the answer to that is nobody.
Right.
Because there's not a person who's a heel right now that John Cena should be facing for a world title.
No.
With the exception of one person. And he's not on SmackDown.
No. I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm talking about Brock Lesnar.
Oh. He's not a heel, though.
Yeah, he is.
I guess.
If he's against John Cena, he's a heel.
We don't want to see that match again, though.
But what if it's like retribution for what happened a couple of years ago?
When he got his ass kicked
at
Night of Champions? Was it Night of Champions? Or was that SummerSlam? Or it was both.
I think it was SummerSlam.
Yeah.
No, I think he just lost at Night of Champions. Or maybe it was. I don't remember.
I think it was longer than that.
It was probably at Night of Champions where he got his ass handed to him.
It was.
But, yeah, there's nowhere for him because...
There's really not much he can do.
Exactly.
Unless the only way I could see him having a huge match was with somebody who's not in the company. And that would be Kenny Omega. And that we will not see.
No, because if Kenny Omega came, I don't think Cena would be with him. I think that they'd be more in a hurry to have him face Styles and Nakamura and Balor.
Nakamura and Cena.
I don't really see that happening because they probably want to book Nakamura as a face. Although they could
But he could be a huge heel.
I was going to say, they could very easily turn him heel.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of in a point where they kind of can't put people as heels right away.
Yeah, well, Nakamura's it's gonna be the same thing as what happened with Styles with Nakamura because the fans are gonna love him.
I was gonna say, you think they're gonna turn him heel or?
No, I don't think they are, but I'm just saying.
Because I was gonna say this is the same thing with Balor. I'm sure
Balor
worked
too.
heel.
Yeah,
I'm sure Balor worked heel with the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, unless they actually do the Balor Club and have Gallows and Anderson join him and have him face Styles or something, and then eventually leading up to Cena and him. Who knows?
Well, no, that'd be fine. Balor versus Cena would be good.
Yeah.
But that's not what I was getting at, though.
Nah.
I was going to say that Balor came in as a big face,
Mm-hmm.
and because of his popularity, they never want to turn.
Right.
So he's going to be a face for a very long time. Or he might even never turn heel. Because I know that they're wrestling a lot older now.
Well, he has the demon gimmick, too, so it kind of, I mean, obviously it's not heel, but it's kind of what he brings out to fight.
I guess.
Bigger opponents, like the heels.
That's more of like of a good guy with like a hidden power.
Yeah.
More of a bad guy or a good guy that has a dark side.
Oh yeah, that's probably a better way to put it.
Yeah. So, anyway, going back to
just random. It just popped into my mind, and I was like, "What the hell is this guy gonna do?"
Yeah. Well, who knows when
we'll
he's
cross
coming
that
back.
bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, we probably have some time.
Yeah. Which I think his movie is coming out, right? The Wall.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I think right now he's filming Daddy's Home 2.
Okay, yeah.
Looking forward to that.
I didn't see the first one. Was it good?
The first one was
I think you
good.
said it was good.
It was very good.
I think it's on Hulu, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Or at least it was. So, it was a very good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, up next was it was weird. It was they scheduled a match between Becky and Natalya, and they come back from commercial after that opening match or opening sequence, and it was Carmella's music playing, and it was her, Tamina, and James Ellsworth sitting in the ring.
Yeah,
and she introduces Natalya, the leader of the welcoming committee.
Yep. I guess they're going to be in her corner, right, tonight?
Yeah.
Is that what they?
Yeah, and then
said?
And then Naomi's music hits, which was strange.
Yeah.
Like, why is she coming out?
Mm-hmm.
Because they kind of like set up like, okay, Becky's going to be outnumbered, and then Naomi comes out first,
right?
And introduces Becky,
yeah, saying that she's going to be in her corner, and then I guess they get in the ring, and then all of a sudden Charlotte's music plays.
Yeah.
And she basically says, I don't need
anyone to introduce me because
go.
I need no introduction.
That's it.
And so she walks down to the ring. She wasn't wearing her robe.
No.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess she only wears it when she wrestles.
Makes
sense. But at the same time, it doesn't. Because why are you going to wear your ring gear down in the ring? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's
why
weird.
Why do people wear their ring gear when they're not wrestling that night?
I know, it's weird.
It's strange.
Carmella's wearing jeans, so you know she wasn't wrestling.
It's true.
So it's very strange the way they do things.
James Ellsworth wasn't wrestling.
It's true. He also doesn't have any... He looks so weird. Because it's not very often that they have him like on screen in the ring and have the camera like really close to him. So you kind of forget how weird he looks.
Yeah. At least JBL didn't say anything about him this week.
It's true.
Yeah. Fucking guy.
But yeah, actually, going back to John Cena, there was a promo that he did, I think, like late 2015, where he was talking about like why he's coming out to the ring to talk to the fans, but he's wearing knee pads.
Weird.
Yeah, he's like, I don't get why I do these things.
I just do them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, it was Becky against Natalya as scheduled, but the welcoming committee was in Natalya's side, and then Naomi. That's not what bothered me. I was having trouble remembering her name.
Your memory is broken?
Yeah. So, and Becky had Charlotte and Naomi.
I'll let you keep going.
Yeah. It very much like the match that was going on Raw the night before. It was pretty much a not kind of blah match. It was a very weird spot where Tamina and Carmella walked over towards Becky, who was going onto the top rope.
Yeah, well, Tamina got up on the ring skirt.
Yeah, but she didn't do anything.
No, because Naomi started coming over toward her, and then she pushed Tamina, and Charlotte grabbed Naomi
and pulled her away. Which was weird.
Yeah, well, I guess she didn't want to get Becky disqualified.
I guess.
And so Becky was distracted, and Natalya was in the ring and kind of swept her legs off the rope. She fell onto the ground, and then they got the 3 count.
Yeah, it was weird.
But like you said on our Raw review, it was the exact same ending of the women's match in that.
Yeah,
that show.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
I noticed. I had more of a problem with it watching SmackDown for some reason.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even think of it on Raw as being like stupid.
Yeah.
I just thought it made sense.
No, it just came out of no. It was just a weird. I don't know. Yeah. And then afterwards, we got Charlotte and Naomi arguing backstage about this whole thing with getting Becky disqualified.
Well, she didn't get.
No, about getting. That's
almost
the reason.
Yeah.
So Becky basically comes in as the mediator and says.
Yeah, well, it's because Charlotte and Naomi were arguing.
Yeah.
And then, so Becky's like, we have to work together.
Yeah.
That was really.
And then,
really bad, but.
Yeah. Apparently, there's going to be a 6-woman tag match at Backlash. So
I called that.
Yeah, that's.
It makes no sense.
Whatever.
But, like, what's the point of having a title that you're not going to defend just because you wanted to make Charlotte a face and you didn't want Naomi to. You didn't want to do a face-to-face thing. That was the only reason why they're doing this.
I know.
So who knows how they're going to get out of it or what they're going to do next.
I'm telling you, they have to turn somebody heel.
I guess.
You can't have the welcoming committee go up against Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get killed.
Yeah, it's
okay, let's take the 3 best wrestlers.
against the 3 worst wrestlers. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah. The only way I could see them salvaging this
is if James Ellsworth comes in and saves the day.
Possibly. Pull out Harvey Wolfman and win the women's title.
Exactly.
No, I think what they should do is, well, plans have changed now, I'm sure, with Ember Moon getting hurt, but I think bringing Asuka up as the major heel.
I guess that would make sense. But
look what we got. We got the shiny new toy.
It's true. But the welcoming committee, still a terrible name.
Yeah.
Kind of doesn't make any sense to begin with.
Considering Tamina's been on...
Yeah. It's like it was a one-time thing, but they kept
going with it.
Yeah, it was weird.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Like I said, I don't really know what their plan is.
We just kind of just have to hit the fast forward button, and hopefully they do something interesting afterwards.
Yep. Well, speaking of fast forwarding, getting to the best segment of the night.
Yeah.
Next, we had another Fashion Files, but London, I guess you'd say a London episode this time. I guess it was live. Well, not really live because it was taped.
Yeah.
But it was happening at the O2 Arena.
Yeah, I like the... I guess the Law and Order.
Oh, they even got the actor who does the Law and Order intro to cover it. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, that guy does a lot of stuff.
Wow, yeah. Come on.
He's got the voice.
Just using his voice. That's it.
He's got the voice.
Yeah. So we're backstage with Breezango. They find a bunch of actually first we see Tyler Breeze holding up a clipboard with it's a fashion faux pas, and it's a picture of the British Bulldog with the Bulldog and a giant paw print on it. So Breezango looks down, and there's like a mess of paint on the ground.
Yeah.
And Tyler's like, this could only be one team.
Well, doesn't Fandango lick it?
Yeah, well, he's like, yeah, this could only be one team. And then Fandango puts his finger in, and he goes, yep, this is lead paint. And so they start following the paint, and there's like a little gate that's just standing like in front of the paint, and Fandango just walks and just moves it with his body, and it keeps going with him. So they follow the trail of it, and it leads up to a door. And I guess it had like a security lock on it.
Yeah,
and
that's where that handprint was up against the wall, right?
Yeah, and Fandango was putting in like a code, I guess, and it didn't work.
Numbers.
So Breeze, and all of a sudden we hear yelling and weird noises coming from
like
behind it.
Yelling and grunting.
Yeah. So then Tyler Breeze goes to kick the door, and he goes, "Hey, you creeps, let go of that woman." And so they open the door, and it's the Ascension in there, just like hyping each other up, just pushing each other around. So yeah. Then they say, all right, the Uggos case will have to be put on hold because they're opening up the Ascension case again. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good. The two of them delivered their crazy gimmick very well.
Oh, yeah.
So
the Uggos.
Yeah.
It works pretty good.
At the end, Breeze goes, "I'm too old for this shirt."
Which he was wearing an oversized shirt, and Fandango was like, "He'll grow into it." Yeah, I wish we could fast forward through this next match.
Yeah, this one was another kind of pointless match.
Yeah, it was, let's throw two guys who have a history together against each other.
Mm-hmm. It was Eric Rowan versus Luke Harper.
Yeah, which we did not see Ty Dillinger this week, or not Aiden English. Aiden English.
We didn't see Aiden English either, but that's okay. We don't need to see him. But it was weird because, like, you would think that they would put them in some kind of feud together, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, but this was kind of just like, okay, you two have a match, go out there.
Right. And it's such a shame.
It's true because they're both pretty good.
Yeah, and Harper's really gotten over.
Yeah, and he's a pretty big fan favorite.
Kind of look a
ring.
little cleaner too.
A little bit.
So he doesn't have the the dirty
Wyatt
follower gimmick.
That's because when he was wearing that white, like, stained
it was like a gray, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He wear a black one now.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like the match wasn't bad. It's just there's nothing going on here.
No, and they work well together.
Yeah,
they're both.
So it was a very physical match, which is expected out of the two of them.
But surprisingly, Eric Rowan got the victory in this match.
Yeah, he grabbed the mask from the corner, his weird like gas mask.
Yeah, he was like
thing.
talking to it and I guess signaling that he was going to hit Harper in the face with the mask.
The referee goes, "Give me that."
So he takes the mask and goes to put it back on the ring post. And then while this is happening, Rowan hits Luke Harper with a thumb to the eye and then some sort of spinning slam.
Yeah, he was taking him for a ride.
Yeah, and that was it. It was a pretty short match, but
but it also didn't lead to anything.
No.
That was the weirdest part.
But I feel like SmackDown seems to do that a lot.
Not lead to things?
No, just have a random match thrown in there.
Yeah, I guess. Well, it kind of goes back to the way that wrestling used to be.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay.
One major storyline and a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to make it look like it's a real thing. Because if there's like actual competitive matches for no real reason, it kind of adds a little legitimacy.
Yeah, I guess so. But I feel like now it's such a time constraint.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Everyone needs time, and the best way to get time is having a story.
Yep, that is true.
So, up next was the Dolph Ziggler and Shinsuke Nakamura feud.
Yeah.
Ziggler came out and was complaining to the crowd that they keep on cheering for Nakamura instead of him.
Even though he's never wrestled a match.
Yeah. And Ziggler has been a multi-time champion.
8 years, I think he kept going on about.
But it felt like 12.
12, yes.
And, I don't know. He said he's going to expose Nakamura for the fraud he is at Backlash.
Right.
And then Shinsuke comes out. And I kind of had a feeling that Shinsuke was just going to kick him.
Yeah.
As soon as he came out.
Right.
But Shinsuke's like, "You want to go? I'm ready to go now."
Right here, right now. So then the referee comes in the ring.
Yeah, it was really
and
funny.
then Dolph picks up the mic and goes, "We're going to do this on my time."
Mm-hmm.
And he says, like you said, that he'll show him for the fraud that he truly is at Backlash.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the two of them at Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, Dolph kind of signaling that he's going to leave the ring, but then he takes his shirt that he was carrying and throws it in Nakamura's face and kind of attacks him. Then Nakamura turns the tables on him and kind of just hits him with a bunch of
kicks,
quick moves, yeah, and then the announcers are going over that this is the reason he's the king of strong style, and hyping him up and whatnot.
Yeah, they're going really far out of their way to make him look good without having him really doing anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't need it.
No, I think the whole part of the Nakamura character is the mystique and the weirdness.
So now they're just trying to make him look like a spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really think he warrants. Not that he doesn't warrant it. He just doesn't need it.
No.
You just need to have him. If what they did was he came let's say for argument's sake, Payback was SmackDown's pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
So it was several weeks earlier. They don't have Shinsuke debut until the SmackDown Live right before. And instead of having that segment where he comes out and he talks to Dolph Ziggler happen the night after WrestleMania, have that happen the SmackDown Live before
Payback.
And that's how you set up the match.
Yeah.
So there's no big time limit. He
Right.
makes a big entrance.
Yeah, because this is going on almost 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it will
about a
be
month.
when Backlash. Yeah. Oh, what's that? 12 days.
Yeah.
11
So
now.
it's drawn out too much.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem with it.
Yeah. But like I said before, I want to like Dolph. I don't have anything against him. It's just
he's not the right person to be doing what they're doing right now.
Yeah, not with Nakamura anyway.
The Miz would have been a much better suit for that storyline.
Yeah.
So
and he would have taken the ass beating a lot better too.
It's true.
Actually, Dolph sells really well. I have to give him that.
But at the same time, he's not the cowardly heel character.
No.
So
yeah.
All right.
Whatever. Eventually, we'll get over this, and then Shinsuke will do something.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume he will be feuding with the loser of the U.S. title match.
Why the loser?
Because I feel like they're going to move Corbin into that scene, the U.S. title match.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense then.
Yeah, because I could see him and Owens.
Yeah,
because him and Styles aren't going to happen. But maybe Styles isn't going to win the title. So
I don't think Styles are going to win.
Yeah.
So, or at least not the first time.
Yeah.
So if anything, there's a chance that their feud will continue.
Right.
And then
unless Corbin, no, you can't have Corbin and Nakamura go into anything. That would be stupid. Yeah.
What they might do is they might try to put Randy with him.
With Nakamura?
Yeah. No. It wouldn't work, but they might try to do it.
No.
You really think they wouldn't do that?
No. Not now.
All right.
Well, unless, what do you think, Randy's going to drop the title?
I forgot that Randy had the title.
Yeah. Because I do not see Jinder Mahal walking out.
No, he won't. He won't win. No.
Or if he does win, it will be by DQ or something.
Yeah, the
like
Bollywood
that.
Boys would get involved or whatever.
And then we'll have a rematch where they're hanging in a cage above the ring or something like that. They've done it before.
It's true.
Had it with Paul Ellering and Jericho.
Cage match. Shark cage match or whatever it was.
So next we had a very weird backstage segment.
I thought it was cool. It was cool in the idea that it kind of showed Sami Zayn for being like the wrestling nerd that he is.
Yeah.
Or he was so excited to be on a team with the legendary AJ Styles and Randy Orton. So he was freaking out and he was getting overwhelmed and he was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening." And then he's like, "It's like, oh well, we gotta get a game plan, and I know how Owens operates, so I'll tell you later."
Right.
And so it was good because, like I said, it seemed legitimate.
Yeah.
So it's not very often where the backstage segments feel like that might actually be going on.
I don't know.
But with Sammy's delivery, it certainly seemed like he was.
Oh, I'm not saying he didn't
sincere.
do it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. It was just a weird segment. I don't know how. Just the way they're portraying Sammy. I don't know how they're gonna.
He's the underdog from the underground.
I don't know.
He's technically meant to be booked weak.
Yeah, obviously that's his gimmick. Bad wrestler.
Yeah. So, but I thought that was good. I thought it was entertaining. So that's all that really matters.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we kept watching, so
it's true. After that was the match that I guess they kind of announced earlier.
Yeah.
With Breezango versus the
I
Ascension.
kind of figured we were going to see this, which was a rematch from their Beat the Clock challenge, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Technically.
Which I think this match might have been shorter than that one.
Probably.
Yeah, Breezango, which obviously they were going to win. You don't have them lose and then face the champions.
It's true.
So
also, they are detectives, so they can't possibly lose.
I guess that's true. I guess this means they solved the case.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's bad news for the
God knows
Ascension,
if they're going to find him next week.
Yeah. So after the match, the Usos come out.
Oh, this was fucking weird.
Yeah, well, it was. I can't really say a whole lot about it.
Because there was talk about Fandango and Breeze rubbing each other's back and kissing each other's back and sniffing each other.
Yeah, it was odd.
And they constantly referred to the 12 days. It almost sounded like an Enzo and Cass stick gone wrong. Like if it was just a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah, where Enzo says the same thing over and over again, and Big Cass is saying different things.
Right.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, but it was very weird.
It was
kept
awkward.
going on and on and on.
It was drawn out.
Then JBL said it was a fantastic promo on Talking Smack.
Because he doesn't know what promos mean.
It's true. And he talked about the Blue Meanie. It was weird.
Yeah, that's something that he shouldn't be talking about.
No.
Anyway, moving on. There's apparently a new tour guide in town.
Somebody left Mojo Rawley unsupervised with children in the back.
Yeah, and showing off his Andre the Giant Battle Royal trophy.
Yeah. He was telling a story about how, I guess, Andre was different from everybody else, and he used that to his strength.
It made him special.
Yeah.
What? Why did the kid kick him?
Because the kid wanted to touch. He asked Mojo if he could touch the trophy, and the kid went to touch it, and Mojo went boo.
Oh, okay.
And then the kid got scared and ran over and kicked Mojo.
It's like, that's not cool. That's not funny. He's like, yeah, it's pretty funny.
I mean, it gets him on TV, I guess.
It's true. It's unfortunate they're really not doing anything with him. I like Mojo.
Yeah, they could have put him in a match with Eric Rowan.
There's a chance that they're waiting for a Ryder to get back.
Yeah, well, you kind of figured that they were going to put the belts on them.
I am almost positive they were going to after they won that Battle Royal.
It's just
when Ryder got hurt.
It's just such a mess.
What, the tag team division?
Just a lot going on outside the main event picture.
Yeah,
which I consider the main event being the U.S. title and the world title.
Well, technically tonight they were the same thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Everything else beneath that is just kind of up in the air. Yeah, it's a mess, and it's that 2 hours, which is tough when you have all this talent.
Yeah, it's because they're trying to fit a lot of eggs into a small basket.
Yep. So up next we had actually before that I think we saw a promo for the New Day again. Yeah, which was like an arcade style.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
It was like a T.J. Perkins-esque.
Yeah. It was like an old arcade game where you could select a different team, and every time the team got shown, it would say booty over it until they selected the New Day.
All the other tag teams were booty.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't remember where in the show it was, but it was
towards the end.
Yeah.
So,
Next, we had a segment with, I guess, Rusev making an announcement on Twitter that apparently he's being ignored by Shane McMahon for his request for a title shot at, what was it, Money in the Bank?
Yeah, it was very odd still. Like, why Money in the Bank? Why in the gym on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange.
But apparently he will be at SmackDown Live next week to get his answers.
Assuming that Shane's there because he wasn't there this week. So.
True. And, well, I guess, that's why he probably didn't mention anything about Danielle Bryan because
because
Bryan still didn't have the baby yet, right?
No, she did.
Oh, did she?
I'm almost positive she did. I don't know for sure.
I don't think so.
But I thought she did.
No, I don't think so. I think you're wrong.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Also, there was another Lana dance sequence whatever you want to call it, on at some point. I can't remember when. They're doing the Lana is coming soon thing.
No, it says 1 day ago. Shockingly still not born yet. Oh.
Ha!
Oh, there it is. 1 hour ago.
Boom.
Okay, you didn't know that, though.
I certainly didn't know that.
Birdie Joe.
Is that the name?
That's apparently the name.
That's why you shouldn't let hippies name children. It's true.
Yeah, it is true. He does look like a hippie, too.
Daniel Bryan is a hippie. You haven't watched.
Fits the description.
You haven't watched enough Total Divas. That's really what it is.
I have not. And I'm not watching Total Bellas.
Okay.
I'm just telling you that.
I wasn't asking you to.
Okay, but he's kind of part of the spotlight on Total Bellas.
Not really.
No?
No. He's there.
I saw 10 minutes of an episode, and that was enough for me.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not great.
I shit on Total Divas at first, too, but then I watched it.
Total Divas is pretty good.
Getting to the end of the season now.
The last night was the finale. Tonight's the finale. Today's Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes, tonight's
the end
finale.
of the season, yes.
You say getting close. That can mean anything.
Okay. You know why they have wireless mice?
No, I don't know why they have wireless mice.
I can throw it at you.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so up next we had the main event.
Last, but most certainly, possibly least.
I guess.
Well, it's not that important.
No, but it was a good match. I mean, we got to see the stars in a match.
It's true.
Otherwise, it was a pretty lackluster show.
Yeah.
I mean, the mid-card is kind of crap on SmackDown. If you even have a mid-card.
Yeah, I think it's more of they don't have one than it being crap.
Ty Dillinger, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Mojo Rawley.
Baron Corbin, technically.
But he was in the main event with Sami Zayn. So they're kind of in that hovering point between mid-card and U.S. title.
But technically the U.S. title is the mid-card title.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but
in theory,
the
AJ
lower mid-card.
Styles is a mid-carder, too.
I guess you're right.
Yes. Anyway, that argument's kind of silly because there's really no such thing when you think about it in today's WWE.
It's true. Good Jinder Mahal.
They book people all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes is if they feel it fits into the story. And it's not so much that you get booked based off of your performance as it is how your character fits in what's going on.
Yeah.
So
as long as they're telling a good story, that's all I care about.
And that's all they care about. So it's good because everything's being done logically.
If only they did it all the time.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they just do stupid things for no reason. But
it's true.
Whatever.
Like just take everybody and put them together in one match.
What match are you talking about?
This match.
Oh, yeah. That's literally what they did. Yeah. But yeah,
it worked because
it was the 6-man tag, which is the WWE title, the US title, and the
number one contender
Baron Corbin title.
Yeah, the Baron Corbin title.
That Sami Zayn is trying to win.
What did he get, his Wolf T-shirt?
Yeah, why not? Fresh off of Baron Corbin's suspension.
Ugh.
Which they talked about for some reason.
They did.
Yeah.
I think they said he got fined too, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that was an automatic thing if they touched the referee.
But the funny thing is they didn't mention that. They just said he got fined. He got suspended after attacking Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I think they just said without pay, right?
Yeah, probably. I guess. Who knows?
But I mean, it was a fun match for what it was. A lot of one guy doesn't move on another guy. Someone else comes in the ring. They get hit. So on and so forth. But Jinder Mahal, surprisingly, with the victory. Actually, it's not surprising at all. That's usually how these matches turn up.
Yeah.
But Orton ended up hitting Kevin Owens with an RKO.
Yeah.
And
then Jinder, who was the legal man at the time, and Randy was also the other legal man.
I think the only time that they got in the ring together was at the end.
Yeah. Because it was Randy Orton wanting Jinder to come in.
And he kept tagging out.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. Typical heel fashion.
It's like, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah. But, again, kind of a lackluster show. but SmackDown hasn't been very good since the shakeup because
that and the fact that it was taped. So
yeah, can't really expect a lot to happen on these shows. It's just kind of sad for them over in the UK.
Well, yeah, but they were enjoying it.
Yeah, that's true. They did seem more into it than a lot of crowds here.
It's true. I think that in general, wrestling crowds are kind of not been great lately.
Yeah.
They're too obsessed about stupid things that go on, like the backstage stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you got to think everybody's trying to get behind the scenes and they want to know everything, and then get mad when it doesn't go their way.
Exactly. Which is weird because the premise behind wrestling is to be unpredictable.
Yeah.
So.
And
damn smarks.
So I kind of feel like Backlash is going to be similar to Payback, where the lead up and build up was kind of crap, but there's a bunch of good matches happening, so it should be a decent show.
Of what we know, there's going to be Shinsuke Dolph, which is going to be a good match.
Right. Like I've heard that all the dark matches together have been good, which they're both good workers, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ and Owens will probably be the best match of the night.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Orton against Jinder is going to be crap, but it's important because it's the main event.
Right. Yeah, I guess crap is going to be probably the right word.
And then the women's match will hopefully be okay.
I guess.
There's no reason for it not to be.
It's just there's so much talent on one side.
Yeah. And then
not that they're not talented, but you know what.
There's probably going to be a Sami Zayn Baron Corbin match as well.
Assume so.
So,
because they'll just keep building that feud up.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that makes sense. And then we'll
maybe get Ty Dillinger fighting somebody.
That's I don't know. And then tag team title match.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep on forgetting because they keep on forgetting.
Yeah, which should be good. I mean,
I hope so.
We're finally gonna get Breezango in an actual match.
I hope they win solely because the Usos are bad on the microphone.
It's so funny because
so bad.
That one promo they cut was good.
It was okay. The one where they did it from the crowd against American Alpha. This one was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But again, tag team division's a mess. I don't know how they're gonna fix it.
It's
the new
3
day.
words. The new day. They rock and they ain't booty. Anyway, that was our SmackDown review.
And we will see you next week for our Raw review.
If you liked what you saw here, please like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.